Heather, are you ready to talk about Marvel Pops again?
Sure.
We're going to talk about Spider-Man today.
Spider-Man? I thought he was DC.
What? Welcome to the Gastlecast! I'm Chris.
I'm Heather.
We're going to talk about one of my favorite Marvel characters. Probably my favorite Marvel character. What have I told you my favorite Marvel character is?
Captain America, Iron Man, Loki, Thanos, Spider-Man, Thor, Hulk, Venom, Deadpool.
Okay, stop the train. I never said Deadpool.
When we went...
Never.
Yeah, when we went and saw Deadpool 1, you said that it was your favorite.
I did?
Yeah, you say every character's your favorite at some point in time.
And the reason why we want to talk about Spider-Man so much is because of this video game for PlayStation 4. So, this new video game apparently has excellent reviews. I cannot wait to try it out. However, my passion for Spider-Man happened a long time ago. Back in the mid-90s, Fox came out with a Spider-Man animated series show. It was awesome. Had a lot of really cool like villains and stuff like that in it. I learned a lot about Spider-Man lore. I learned about Spider-Man. I learned about his villains. I learned everything I needed to know about Spider-Man. Never read a comic book, but I loved that cartoon to death. And ever since then, I love Spider-Man. And through all the iterations, now we have a new video game that I have been looking forward to. The very last video game I loved of Spider-Man was for PlayStation 1. It happened a long time ago. It was cool. It was fun. And for that period of time, it was like the best comic book game ever. But now we have all the Batman video games and all the... Not Superman for N64, because that was horrible, Heather. Have you ever played that?
No.
You fly through rings.
That sounds fun.
No, the game is you fly through rings.
Oh, that's the only part of the game?
That's the only part of the game you fly through rings.
It's not like a small part of the game, that's like the
No,
game.
you fly through rings. Like, you start the game flying through rings, and I think at the end you fly through rings.
I don't want that game.
So there are many iterations of the Spider-Man Funko Pop, but some of my favorite are the guys that are in like an action pose. Those are definitely some of my favorites. This guy is awesome. He's actually from the video game. This is the pop that got me excited about the video game.
Yeah, he's one of the Gamerverse pops.
Yes, he is. And he was originally a GameStop exclusive. At least that's what we were told. And now he turned out to be a common. But he's awesome. And he comes with a little stand that barely stays on. That's why he stays in the box. This one is really cool because he's from a dual pack, a 2-pack, from Target, where he came with Iron Man for Marvel's Spider-Man Homecoming. I love this pop. Look at him. He's down to business.
He is.
What if I jumped in bed one night and I was dressed fully like that? And I had my hand out like that. Would you be excited?
Only if you were crouched like he is.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd be in this full pose.
Yeah, I would like that.
Would you really?
Yeah, that would get me really happy.
One of my favorite things about Spider-Man is that he has many different suits. Bunch of different costumes. At one point in time, he had the symbiote on, which turned into Venom later on down the road. That was cool. Black suit Spider-Man. It revamped the comic book. Back in the 80s, it made it popular again. People were all amped up because of the Venom costume. But we're not going to show you that. We're going to show you instead Iron Spider. Because Iron Spider is awesome. And this is the comic book variant. That's obviously the movie variant. I love both of these guys for their own reason. This guy is just red and gold, and he's very comic book. He looks like comic book colors, I guess.
He does.
This one definitely looks like it's right out of the cinematic universe. I love that pop. I love the gloss on him. I love the big spider legs. And they did that suit so much justice in Infinity War. I think it was fantastic.
I love the color blue used in the suit.
Yes, me too.
It just looks great with everything else.
I agree.
I love it.
I like that the suit in the movie, it had a lot of uses. It became very useful in the movie because I thought when he donned it, it was just going to be like, hey, look, he has arms everywhere. But he actually used it. He kind of like closed the little legs up and he rolled so he didn't injure. I think Mantis was in his arms at one point. It helped him climb all over the place when the rocks were flying all over the place on Titan.
And when the ship blew apart, it helped keep him inside of it or whatever.
Yeah. When the hole opened in the ship, he was able to keep himself in. If you guys are like me and you remember the cartoon back in the mid-90s on Fox, you'll probably remember this guy. This is the Man Spider. When he was going, Peter Parker actually went through a bunch of different like mutations and things. At one point, he actually turns into a spider with a spider face. He turns into this guy. He goes through all these different changes, and it made the show so much cooler as a kid. Because here's Spider-Man as a big monster man spider thing. So I love this Funko Pop. Hopefully one day they actually make the spider like faced Spider-Man. I think that would be really cool.
That would be very cool.
The cartoon, I cannot get over how great that cartoon was. If it wasn't for that cartoon, I do not think I would be as big of a Marvel fan as I am today. Wow. That's what really kind of drove me into the whole Marvel universe, I guess, as a kid. Wow. And I absolutely loved it. And in some of the episodes, Captain America showed up. Wow. It was awesome. And Iron Man. Wow. Way before they were doing movies together. Way before they were making all that dough. All that do-re-mi. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure what that means, but okay.
Can't you just, like, agree so I feel cool?
Well, I don't
Like, do you really have to make me look stupid in front of everybody all the time?
But it might make me look stupid because I don't know what it means, and what if agreeing with you makes me look stupid?
Welcome to the Gas family. Peter Parker Pops! Aren't they awesome? So this is the one from the video game. So he matches this guy right here. Look at that. Aren't they cool? Let me see if I can grab his leg. Whoa! How awesome are they? And I love that he's holding the mask.
Yeah, I think that's
Isn't that cool? And then the OG Peter Parker Funko Pop. How awesome is he? I wanted him so bad, and I found him through a trade or a Macari. I can't remember. I think I found him on Macari, actually.
I don't remember.
So he's cool. Yeah, I love that one. Because that's very old school. It reminds me of the old school Funko where they have those little weird bodies. I mean, look how different they are now.
They are completely different.
Completely different.
This one's like short and stocky, and he's like more accurate to who Peter Parker is.
I absolutely agree. And I like how they put the little mask in there, but that's not fitting on his head. I mean, come on. Don't be ridiculous, Funko. Look at that little mask. It's not going to fit over that big, ginormous cartoon head.
Funko really messed up this time. The mask to head ratio is just... It just doesn't work.
I think you should write a letter.
I should. I might complain to Funko and let them know my true feelings on it because this is outrageous.
And Heather, what is better than an unmasked Spider-Man revealing Peter Parker?
Me.
An unmasked Spider-Man revealing Conan O'Brien. What? How awesome is that? This is the Homecoming variation of Spider-Man, which I think is really neat. And there he is. Boom. Conan with his big hair. Big old hair Conan. You know for a fact that little mask is not going to fit over that head. You just know it.
And you know what's even crazier is if you put that little mask on this guy, it definitely wouldn't fit over that big hair.
That's true.
That's very true.
That is very true. But I love this guy, and now I need the Ant-Man one, so I have all of the Marvel Conans.
That would be great.
Wouldn't that be cool? He comes with the little Conan. So there he is, my very favorite Spider-Man. And why is he my favorite, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I love the pose, which I cannot take him out of the box because I refuse to. I love the pose of this Spider-Man. Kind of regret getting him signed by Stan Lee due to loving the pose and wanting to pull him out of the box. But that's okay. Signed by Stan Lee in the year of 2017, I believe, if I remember correctly, at Awesome Con. It was awesome. It was a day to remember. And it was a day that Stan Lee, I don't believe he even saw my face. But I waited 4.5 hours in line, and I got my Spider-Man signed, Heather. Isn't that awesome?
That's great.
Alright guys, that is our favorite Spider-Man Funko Pops. Let us know your favorite one down below in the comment section. We would love to know. Alright guys, make sure you go and check out our Instagram at Gastlecast. We have fun stuff happening over there, don't we, Heather? Come and chat with us. Come leave some comments. Heart some of our things. We love when you heart some of our things.
We heart when you heart our things.
That sounds weird. As always, guys, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Gastlecast. We would love if you shared us with all of your friends. Alright guys, that does it for this episode of the Gastlecast. Remember, we hunt together. Yes. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
We hope that you enjoyed this episode of the Gastlecast. If so, please hit that subscribe button and check out some of our other fun content.
We've left you some links to some of our other videos that we thought you might like.
We'll catch you next time.
Bye.